Welcome back to Razzberry Tea Time. I'm your host, Spenny T, aka Spencer, and joining me as always is my co-host,
your Supreme Leader, Cameron!
What are you the Supreme Leader of?
Annoyance.
I'll kneel for that.
Razztopia, my kingdom.
Razztopia.
Yep.
Well, this week, folks, we did a lot. We watched Aquaman, even though Cameron said he was never going to. And then Space Jam: A New Legacy came out, and that's it for the weekly tea. But in Little Bit of Sugar, we got a lot of bit of Loki. So stay tuned for that as well.
It's basically going to serve as our Loki wrap-up. So
yeah, it's crazy week, guys, okay? It's in the past already, but thank you to everyone that came to our Red Dead Redemption 2 stream on Saturday. It was lots of fun. And then the day that this comes out, July 17th, we are going to be on Twitch again, announcing the winners of our giveaway. And then we're going to be doing some fun tier lists and quizzes as well. So that's going to be tons of fun. So make sure that you follow our socials, links in the description, so you can keep up to date and know when we're streaming, know when we're going live. It'll be lots of fun. Please join us, because we'd love to have you there.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun time. We may or may not have had a surprise person show up. We don't know yet because we haven't gotten there. That's tomorrow for us, but it was 2 days ago for you, or whenever you're listening.
Yeah, it was lots of fun. I'm sure. But
watch us like not have had any fun, and we're just like, this sucks.
This sucks. But it only because we're playing Red Dead. But don't worry.
Yeah.
I'm going into it with a good attitude.
Why would you say that?
I'm just kidding.
You're not kidding. That hurt my feelings.
I'm a little kitty cat that's kidding. Don't worry.
Don't say it like that.
Okay, but before we get into the tea or the sugar or the table talk, any of that, let's take a bite of some news sandwiches.
Oh, that's a nice one.
An analyst via Deadline says that the box office will not be returning to its 2019 normal until past 2024.
Yikes.
But we got to keep in mind streaming services are just going to keep getting bigger and bigger up until that point. I mean, look at the numbers for Black Widow on Disney+. Well, I think we'll talk about it later a little bit, but man, the streaming stuff was pretty crazy. A new area of the experience of the PlayStation app is hinting at a beta for the upcoming Gran Turismo 7 that obviously is for a PlayStation exclusive because that's Gran Turismo, but apparently it's going to be available for all PS5 owners, and that's going to be cool. I'll probably play the beta a little bit, even though I'm not a big racing game guy, but yeah.
I thought this was the movie, you know?
What movie?
Gran Turismo.
Is there a movie for Gran Turismo?
If I'm mistaken, but it had Clint Eastwood in it.
I feel like these are two different things.
Oh, it's Gran Torino. Yeah, see, this is my brain just saying, yeah, these words are the same. I'm sorry.
These two very different. They're not that different, to be honest. They are pretty close.
They're spelt very differently, though.
Yeah.
I was going to say, like, they made 7 of these? I thought there was only one movie. Anyway. The Addams Family 2 will be in theaters on October 1st. Are you excited for this? This is the animated one, isn't it?
It is the animated one. I'm kind of excited.
I want to watch the other ones and then compare them to the new ones.
I did watch the new one. It was on some sort of streaming platform, and then around Halloween we watched that, and then like a Jeff Dunham special or something.
I have a lot of stuff planned for October. October is my month, dude, all right? That's my month. Let me have it.
It's my time.
It's my time
to shine, boy.
Where the crazy ones at?
But no, I'm actually kind of excited for that movie. It looks pretty good.
Sorry.
It's okay. Director Hideo Kojima says that the upcoming Death Stranding director's cut is not really an accurate title for it, but because there was nothing cut at all, it's just added content. I think the same thing is basically true for the Ghost of Tsushima director's cut that's coming out on PS5 and the PS4 upgrade as well. I believe it's kind of just DLC, and then they're just putting the director's cut title on it, which I think is probably not a good idea for like long-term reasons. Just call it like extended edition or something.
Yeah. BVS that baby.
Yeah. So,
I want to watch that again.
BVS?
Yeah.
Yes. Extended edition, ultimate edition, baby.
Yes.
It's good. Holly. Wait, I just said Holly. What? Haley? That's Haley, right? Haley Bailey?
I thought I said Hale.
Sure, let's go with Hale. Hale Bailey, who plays Ariel in the upcoming live-action The Little Mermaid, shared a picture of her as the production is wrapping up.
I think we just made some people mad with the pronunciation of that name.
It was an accident. It's probably Cameron's fault, though.
It's almost definitely always my fault.
But only sometimes.
Almost always, definitely.
Uh-huh. So, star of the Black Widow movie, David Harbour, says that Stranger Things Season 4 is going to be revealing some big details about Chief Hopper's past, including one particularly big secret. Honestly, I've seen that show a lot, and I don't know. I'm guessing it's what happened to his daughter, but I can't be sure.
I haven't seen any of this show.
You should definitely watch the show, and we should probably watch all 3 seasons before Season 4 comes out.
Definitely not interested.
What?
That usually means we're going to end up watching it at some point.
Yeah, we should watch it at some point. It's a great show. It really is.
I just want to let you know, when you said something and then I laughed, I spilt coffee down my arm, and that's what my scream was.
So it was a scream of pain, not laughter.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was brutal. Now my chest hurts because
I've got some
coffee.
apple cinnamon with some honey tea here, and it is blazing. It's blazing hot.
I made a latte.
Latte. We're fancy boys.
cold.
Look at us being fancy.
The Book of Boba Fett star. Get ready on damage control here. Timur Morrison.
I mean, that wasn't bad. Timur Morrison.
Oh, so I was close. Says Season 2 of the highly anticipated Star Wars spin-off show, Book of Boba Fett, as stated before, hasn't even been discussed yet.
That sucks. I mean, that means that it's basically going to be a limited series, which I think is okay. It's okay to have limited series, as long as all of your series aren't limited series. Marvel.
I just kind of wish that more stuff would come out for Star Wars, because that's like it. While it is being filled in, there are so many areas that you could just pop into and be like, this could be something.
Dude, that's what Star Wars Visions is going to be. Star Wars Visions is going to be baller. It's basically anime Star Wars, and I'm so down for it.
I got to send you something then. I think you'd like it. It makes me hype every time I watch it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be kind of like What If, but Star Wars and anime. It's just, it's going to be good. I'm excited.
I don't want it to be like What If. Also, with What If, we're just going to get on a little tangent here. Is What If supposed to be like, because spoilers?
We don't know.
No, we're not going to do that.
We're
right
not
now.
going to spoil
Never
anything.
mind.
We
Never
don't
mind.
know.
We don't know. You knew what I was going to say.
For right
we won't
now,
say anything.
It's just all non-canon stories is what we know. That's all we know.
Yes.
The newest installment of the Jackass series of films has been officially titled Jackass Forever, and is going to be coming out on October 22nd. And why is it that the last installment of every film is always forever something?
Yeah, I can't wait till we get to Fast 39. It's called Fast Forever.
Hopefully not.
Vin Diesel has a cybernetic arm, and he's like, oh wait, no, that's just Cable.
I almost guarantee you that the Fast and Furious franchise is going to be continued by Vin Diesel's and I want to say Brian O'Connor, but that's not the actor's name. I don't know why I said Vin Diesel and then I was going to say the actor's name. It's Dom's and Brian's kids. I bet they're going to carry on the franchise.
Oh, so it's gonna be like
After like Fast and Furious
Kids Fast,
11.
Kids Furious.
I mean, they'll be older in the next 8 years. I mean, if they're already...
It's like a Spy Kids movie, but it's Fast and Furious.
Yeah, basically.
That'd be actually, I would be into that if they just like one spin-off where it's Fast and Furious, but it's kids and they got like little tricycles or something. I don't know. They could make it work. Don't actually do that. That's just a waste of money.
Arcane's Deathloop will be on PS5 exclusively for at least a year after its release, which we knew it was going to be only a timed release, but now we have a more set in stone date that it's going to be about a year, and then it will be going to PC and or Xbox. Deathloop looks pretty cool.
That's like, the game.
It's like you die and then you respawn.
Where you have to hunt people. Like everyone has a Deathloop, or is it just the main character? I've seen. My friend Ethan showed me it like back when it was all hype the first time.
The original trailer released with PS5.
It's not a PlayStation exclusive, is it?
It's going to be exclusively on PlayStation for about a year.
What?
As stated 38 seconds ago.
Yeah, dude, you know what? I wasn't listening. I was too busy trying to figure out how this chair works.
I spilled really hot tea at myself now. We have some problems. We're just
today. We're just spilling coffee all over ourselves. I'm a sweaty mess with no chair in my back. Wait.
I'm wearing our white t-shirt merch right now too, and I hope I didn't stain it. I'm really sad if I did.
You are a silly boy.
I am a silly boy.
That's why you never buy white shirts.
I love white shirts though.
You should stop.
Okay, I'll stop.
Black Panther: War for Wakanda is the upcoming. Is that the DLC for the Avengers game?
That is the DLC for the Avengers game.
Ah, okay. Well, it'll completely redesign the Wakandan items and environments, and then Christopher Judge, the actor behind God of War's Kratos, will be lending his voice to Black Panther.
That's cool.
In the game. Not
so like the thing with
this is the game
was people got really mad at it because all of the environments were just like a corridor. Even though it's supposed to be like this very vast, big world, but then all the things were just like randomly generated things. So I think that's why people are excited about everything being redesigned for Wakanda instead of just reusing everything.
Because wasn't the promise that it was supposed to be an open world superhero game, and then it really wasn't? It was an open hallway?
Kind of.
Yeah.
I think it's just supposed to be like ever expanding kind of thing. But then it was just like, oh, so this is happening.
Yeah, can't wait for Guardians.
So Gaming Leaks on Reddit is reporting that a rumored Uncharted The Nathan Drake Collection is coming to PS5 in early 2022. So this would include Uncharted 1, 2, 3, 4, and The Lost Legacy.
Can't wait to play all of those.
Me too. Those games are really good, and if you have not played them and you own a PlayStation 3, 4, or 5, you should probably play them.
I think we've already told my story once, but someone stole my copy of Uncharted 4 that came with my PlayStation.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
Good thing you can get it for like $4 now, right?
Yeah.
Woo. Woo. Psychonauts 2 will feature an invisibility... I said that word wrong. Psychonauts 2 will feature an invincibility toggle as developer Double Fine believes that all people should be able to enjoy their games. So basically, you can't die, so you can win.
Because that won't cause problems.
Well, I believe the idea is that they just want everyone to have fun. So if someone can't beat something, then they can just get through it.
Wait, is it a multiplayer game?
No.
Oh, what I was thinking was it was a multiplayer game with people having invincibility. That wouldn't be a problem.
That would be a problem. Just like Black Widow's box office numbers, a problem for the good. Black Widow hit over $215 million worldwide opening weekend. So that's 80 million domestic, 78 million international, and approximately 60 million plus on Disney Plus Premier Access.
Yeah, I contributed $30 to that.
Woo! I probably owe you money for that, not gonna lie.
No,
but it's
don't worry
okay.
about it. You're getting the next premiere. Don't even worry about it.
So that's good numbers. It's the best so far post-pandemic.
Yeah, what was the one movie that came out that only made like a fourth of its money back?
I don't know, probably Tenet.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
It's
think it was that
still
one.
a decent movie. It's just confusing.
It's not Inception confusing. Look at me
It
talking
was
like I
more
actually watched it.
confusing. It's definitely more confusing than Inception.
Let me look at me talking like I actually watched the movie. Oh, there's just a lump of caramel at the bottom of my latte. That's not fun. You know what is fun?
What?
This guy. All right, this isn't exactly news, but I decided it would be fun to throw in here, being that we're doing the Red Dead stream. For the visual people, there should be a little picture on your screen right now. But basically, this guy that goes by the alias on Instagram of Mall Cosplays built a Arthur Morgan cosplay, and I have to say, it looks really good. Like, he's got it down like to the actual like striping and dirt marks on his shirt. It's amazing. Spencer doesn't really know much about this character, but
No, we're gonna be learning about him though.
yeah, I fangirl. Just saying. But no, this is a pretty epic cosplay. If you want to check it out, Mall Cosplay over on Instagram.
And
I'm
the
pretty
link
sure he
will
has
also
Twitter
be in
too.
the description, so make sure you check that
Yeah,
out.
that too. Yeah, I just thought, just break up the news a little bit here. Give a little shout out to the boy here. I mean, not that he needs it. He has he has almost 26,000 likes on his pictures. So, but yeah, just a little cool thing to throw in there.
Production has begun on the live-action Fairly Odd Parents Paramount Plus series. Doran Norris and Suzanne Blakesley. Sorry about that. I'm not going to lie. Those names were definitely pronounced wrong from me. But they are reprising their roles as Cosmo and Wanda.
When will they just let that show die?
What
After the whole Sparky incident, that show just went downhill.
happened with Sparky?
So nobody liked the fairy dog Sparky in the show, and after that, they've just been like,
When was there a fairy dog?
"Oh, dude, you didn't even watch it then, did you?" Oh my gosh! So
guess
there was
not.
there was a I think a half season where they had this dog named Sparky, which was Timmy's like new pet, and he was a fairy that could do magic also. And yeah, no, people didn't like him, so he's not there anymore. And then ever since then, the Drake Bell Fairly Odd Parents have been coming out, which are very lackluster as well. And well, we all know what happened with him.
Drake Bell has been in the news lately. He got sentenced to like 2 years in prison, no bail.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure his career's over.
Yeah, but
It has
was
been over.
over
It's
like
been-
a
it's-
while ago. He's
It's
just
been over
making
since
like
Drake and Josh
weird
ended.
country music, I'm pretty sure.
Is he doing country? I thought he was doing rock yet.
It's some sort of music.
Country
That's
rock?
all I know. And then Josh Peck is in the news for the new Disney Plus series. He's with the dog. What's it called? Something in Hooch. I have no idea, but he's in that. So I've been seeing that
what
a
you're
lot.
talking about.
And it's just kind of funny that he's doing that, and then his old co-star is just in jail.
No, he managed to like retain some of his fame, whereas Drake was he's just been down the toilet. He went the fallen rock star style.
He really did.
Yeah. All right, so The Witcher season 2 is officially coming to Netflix. That's another show that I would like to watch. Oh, sorry, December 17th, if I haven't said that. That's when it's coming to Netflix. I think we should definitely watch that.
Yeah, I think we definitely should too. Have you played any of the Witcher games?
No. I watched the Rad Brad play through, I think, half of a game, and I'm like, well, this game isn't for me. And I stopped watching it.
Dude, I used to watch him a lot when I was younger.
I watched all of his Assassin's Creed, same as like with T. Martin. Those were my boys for watching gameplay.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm telling the absolute truth here. So before I got a PS4, I was absolutely obsessed with Infamous Second Son. I just wanted to play it so bad. I swear I watched the Rad Brad's playthrough of that game 3 times before I actually got it. I had an issue.
Game. It's a good game.
It is a baller game.
I don't think
Me
it's
and my
something
main
that I
man
would
Shen
play.
were talking about Infamous yesterday.
Okay, I was gonna say I don't think it's something that we would play on the show, but being that you just brought up Shen, do you think that we should all play it?
I could knock that game out in like a week. I guarantee you. Dude,
I
could get it done very fast.
When I was sick, my 2 weeks that I had off of work at the beginning of 2020 in like January, I was like really sick. I had fevers and stuff. It's not COVID, but it was like, ugh, I was dying. I played that game through twice in those 2 weeks.
Did you do a good playthrough and a bad playthrough?
Yep.
That's the way to do it.
Yep. That's exactly what I did.
No, that's definitely the way to do it.
Because I wasn't even allowed to be in my bed. My mom's like, nope, you're staying upstairs on the couch. So I hadn't had, like, all I had was my PlayStation and a couch.
I mean, there's some psychology to that too. Like, if you stay in bed, you're going to feel like you should stay in bed. But if you just get up and try and do some stuff, you tend to feel better.
Well, I didn't get up. I just stayed on the couch for 2 weeks. No, it was awful. I was really dehydrated. I would take in water and it would just come back up the wrong way. Like, I thought I was actually going to die at one point. Not to get real or anything, but yeah, that was fun.
So last week, right after we ended the recording, is when they announced the Witcher news that it was officially coming back. Cameron, what else got officially announced that it's coming back?
Loki season 2. Also, I just want to say, Spencer had written in the notes, so like before we watched the last episode, he had written in the notes that, Loki season 2 is not confirmed, so we don't know anything about that. But then, right after we watched the episode, he's like, Loki season 2 is confirmed. And then he's like, I wish I wasn't wrong.
So I'm just really confused because I thought it was confirmed like 2 months ago. And then when I went to go look it up, there was no actual like good news sources on it. It was all just kind of like small
speculations.
Yeah. And that was what was confusing to me. That none of it was like straightforward, like, oh, this is happening. And then I woke up on Twitter the next morning and everyone was like, Loki 2 is coming out. I was like, oh.
You know what else
is kind of
cool?
That.
You know what else is kind of cool?
What?
Reportedly, and I don't know what the source is for this, right? I didn't write this, but apparently Tom Hiddleston might make an appearance in Doctor Strange 2 as Loki. I'm just saying.
I saw it on Screen Rant. That's where I got it from, so.
Oh, well, Screen Rant can't always be trusted. Yeah, they can't always be trusted. That's where
they're almost always trusted.
That's where I got the Arthur Morgan cosplay from, with Screen Rant.
That's where I get a lot of our stuff from, a Screen Rant, and then Deadline, IGN.
Is that why our news is always wrong?
Our news is not always wrong. Production is wrapped on Peacemaker. James Gunn and John Cena posted some stuff about it.
I was just about to say, that's the John Cena movie, isn't it?
Also, so everyone thought that Sean Gunn was just playing Weasel in the Suicide Squad, but then pictures got released today or yesterday. I think it was Sean Gunn posted them, or James Gunn. I don't remember. They're brothers. They're cool. But apparently he's also playing Counterman. And I'm having the time of my life. So it is announced now that Battlefield 2042 is getting crossplay, but here's the catch, and there's a big old catch. The current generation consoles, so PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and then PC is included in this as well, will be separate than the last gen, so PS4 and Xbox One, because the lobby sizes are different and they won't be able to play together since the lobbies are different. So, I mean, sucks for them, but just get an upgrade.
Good thing I got a PC.
Yeah. Are we going to play that game? Should we?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I would play it. You know what's pretty cool?
What?
Emmy nominations.
Emmy nominations.
Let's talk about some Disney Plus series Emmy nominations. WandaVision had 23. That's a lot.
Uh-huh.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier had 5.
Don Cheadle was one of them.
Yeah. I saw that.
Oof.
What?
It's just so dumb.
Do you not like Don Cheadle?
No, I don't mind Don Cheadle.
He was in one episode. Let's give him an Emmy.
The Emmy, like, to be fair, the Emmy, like, the category is for a guest appearance. But that means, like, normally, like, a cousin comes to town for an episode. So they're there for the entire episode, not literally a 3-minute conversation.
Wasn't that episode 1? That was literally in episode 1.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm excited for Armor Wars, which, guess what? Don Cheadle is starring in. I was right about that. Anyway, Woo! Mandalorian, or the Mandalorian had 24.
Woo, good for them.
I'm not going to list them off, but I'm assuming it had a lot of cinematography and people stuff.
And visual effects and all that jazz.
Yeah.
And best
sound
series.
design. Yeah. Sound design, all of
Lots
that. That's usually what Star Wars gets when they get nominated for stuff.
But no, this is a pretty good turnout.
Is world building?
What?
one of those? Is world building something or not world building, but world creation or something?
I have no
Dynamic
idea.
worlds or something? I don't know. I don't know what you get nominated for. All I know is I'm not going to watch it.
Yeah, me either. We'll probably talk about it afterwards, though.
We'll tell you who won.
Yeah, we will, actually. But HBO always has a good turnout, and so do a couple other people. But this is all new for Disney, so good for them.
This is
Clap,
their
clap,
first
clap, clap, clap,
year being nominated, isn't it?
Nope. Mandalorian definitely got nominated for a lot of stuff last year.
Yeah, remember when we weren't doing the show last year, so I don't retain any of this information?
Uh-huh. Remember when Colin Farrell said that the Penguin is only in 5 or 6 scenes of the Batman movie, which means that he said that he can actually be excited for the movie because he doesn't know all the secrets. So that's interesting.
Remember when I forgot the Batman movie existed?
The movie is going to be good, man.
I'm just saying I forgot it existed.
Why'd you forget it exists? It's going to be so good, and I'm so excited for it.
I want to watch it.
I want to watch it so bad.
It's going to be on HBO, right?
It's going to be in theaters because
I don't
at
want to
that
watch
point,
it. I hate theaters.
I love theaters.
Ever since Endgame, I just hate theaters. That was the last movie I saw in theaters, believe it or not.
That really sucks for you, Cameron, but that was a one-time experience, and you're just going to let it ruin everything?
That's usually how people do it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Speaking of ruining everything, no, just kidding. The iCarly revival is renewed for a second season. That's pretty cool. I haven't watched the first one. Production on the new season will start this fall.
Woo,
Yeah.
Good for them, I suppose. It's adult stuff.
I want to watch it.
Freddie got left in his marriage, and now he's living with his mom again.
Oh, wow, that's very real. Now I really want to watch it.
No, that's like an actual thing from the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't Spencer supposed to be like almost 40 now?
Probably, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, he was like 30 during the show, wasn't he?
I wouldn't say 30, like maybe 28 when okay, yeah, I was going to say maybe 28 when the show started.
So when it ended, he would have been like 30-something.
Yeah, I think there's 6 seasons.
There's 6 seasons of iCarly?
I believe so.
You know, my cousin's been in 1 or 2 episodes of iCarly.
Your cousin's been in?
Yeah, he was in an episode.
Lies.
No, it's not a lies. My cousin was in an episode where they like go to Hollywood and they stay at a motel, and he was the motel keeper.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's also been in an episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He was in Marvel's Peggy Carter one-shot as one of the goons.
iCarly had 5 seasons. I was wrong.
Oh, pretty close.
Yeah. I thought I had 6. I don't know. I just assumed shows.
Well, now it has 6, right? It's going to have 7.
No, the revival is not iCarly.
It's literally called iCarly. It's not technically called iCarly Revival. It's just iCarly.
The father character in the Spy Kids movie, Antonio Banderas, is going to co-star Harrison Ford in the upcoming Indiana Jones 5.
Woo! Big excitement. Very excited. We got Antonio Banderas.
I hope they let him have a mustache. He looks really good with the mustache.
He looks really good like anything. He also
he
Zorro
just
and
looks
other
really
stuff.
good. He just looks really good. Let's just say that.
Yeah, he's a pretty cool guy. Pretty cool guy.
I'm a pretty cool guy.
Only 3 times a week.
That made me cry.
Well, that wraps up our new sandwiches. Is everyone full? Are they ready to wash it down? No, wait. We can't yet because we have to get into some table talk.
Wow! Stop talking like that.
Talking like what?
Wash it down.
That's what you do, man.
They have to digest
if you ate too
our
much
sandwiches.
of the new sandwiches, yeah, they gotta digest it slowly. So they're gonna talk through their problems with our table talk.
Oh, is that what we're supposed to do?
A little bit of sugar to the tea, and then they're gonna sip on the tea and wash it down.
Oh, is that the whole point of this? I thought we were just saying things that sound like they would go good at a tea party. I didn't know you
it's
actually
that
had a
one. It's
formula.
that. That's the answer. You're correct.
Oh, I didn't know there was a formula to it. What'd you do this week?
I watched a decent amount of How I Met Your Mother again. I think we're on late season 4, getting to season 5 almost. So we're about halfway through. So that's good. We're getting there. We're chug-a-lugging through this thing.
Stop.
On Tuesday, I had off from work, so I made some tacos after going grocery shopping, and then we had your fiance over.
Mine,
What?
not the people listening. Mine.
Nope, it's everyone's fiance.
Oh, well, that's
Every
I
single
don't wanna
person that
think-
listens, fiance.
Oh,
Every single person. But she came over and ate some tacos with us. And then we played a game. It's a board game, not a video game. We played a board game called Blockus. And then we watched the Bee movie.
what is Blockus?
You're familiar with the phone game where you like tap on tiles and it like grows your space?
No.
It's kind of hard to explain, but basically you like have to put tiles in with each person starting in a corner, and then you can only touch the tiles edge to like corner to corner. So you can only touch tips on each one, and then you have to try and get all of your tiles onto the board. The first game, none of us got it, and then the second game, all of us got it because we learned lessons from the first game.
That is called trial and error.
Yeah. Then this week we get some black shelving in. So I built that, and now I have 5 shelves in my background, and I had to rearrange some stuff, but it looks pretty good, and I'm really excited for everyone to see it during the stream. So make sure you pop over so you can take a look at all of my very full shelves of stuff. I just can't wait till I get Hogwarts over here, and then
I
it
really
sits
want
on the
waffles.
background all beautiful.
Wait, what Hogwarts do you have? Is it the
It's
model
the most
one?
recent one. It's the most recent set of the modular builds.
The modulars is not the full build?
No,
Like the $400
because
set?
I thought
really
it'd be
want that
cooler to
one.
have each of the individual minifigures compared to just little micro figures. I wanted the actual minifigures, so I thought that going with the big connecting one would be the best option for me.
I still want the big not modular, the big mini scale one.
The $400 one?
Yeah.
Yeah. But other than that, I did some redecorating. I hung some more stuff up. I finally got my Sly Cooper Funko Pop. That's exciting. So that's with the rest of my collection now. Big excitement. It looks really good. I'm very excited. And then I'm keeping up to date with the Bad Batch, aka the Dad Batch.
Stop.
I won't stop. I won't stop. So Cameron,
I
what did you do
really
this week?
can't
And tell me what
stop.
you did other than Minecraft.
I played Minecraft.
Other than Minecraft.
I've played a lot of Minecraft. It was
played
bad.
too much Minecraft.
I played a decent amount of too much Minecraft.
Probably just too much Minecraft.
No, it was a decent amount.
Probably just too much.
It was too much. It was a lot. Minecraft.
Probably just a medium rare amount of Minecraft.
No, it was well done, Minecraft.
Oh, that's too much Minecraft.
It was burnt. That's how good
Do you
it
feel
was.
a little gross right now?
I am, yeah.
Yeah.
So
else did you
anyway,
do?
I looked back into streaming on my own channel, not Razzberry Tea Time. But don't worry, guys. It's not anytime soon. It's not going to happen anytime soon. So, frowny face.
Frowny sad face. It's okay though.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
We planned stuff for today's episode, stuff for Monday, just a lot of future stuff that I think people would be excited about. Monday's gonna be a fun day.
Monday is going to be a fun day.
Yeah, but then I
Yeah.
played Minecraft. I didn't really do much. I worked, played Minecraft, and then did stuff,
Okay,
which
folks.
was stated. Yeah.
So that wraps up tabletop. But obviously we're going to talk about a little bit of Sugar, a lot of bit of Loki, season finale, total season recap. But
Yeah, I wouldn't say
keep
a
in
little bit
mind,
of sugar.
if
I
you
would
look
say
down into the description, we now have time codes. So if you want to go straight from Loki into Aquaman, or you want to go straight from Loki into Space Jam, go right ahead. You can skip through us. That's okay. It's not a big deal. You can skip through the spoilers and come back later because the time codes are all there and you can just skip through to where you need to be.
I need to be here. This is where I need to be.
This is where I need to be too because I'm really excited to talk about Loki. So
I
anyone that
wouldn't-
has not watched it, skip ahead. We'll see you in a bit. Oh my gosh, this
I
season
wouldn't-
was crazy.
I wouldn't necessarily say this is a little bit of sugar. I would say this is like at least a heap of sugar.
It's very sweet. Very so much sugar.
Yeah, there's a lot of just in this last episode, a lot of stuff happened. But yeah, no, this is good time.
It's a good time. So,
Very good time.
Cameron, give me the full season recap. Go.
Well, first off, I just want to read what you refused to get rid of here, but
I checked out the old Googs, and there's no great news sources on a season 2, only rumors from places that are not reputable.
wow. Look at that. You didn't get rid of that. That's funny.
And now it's gone. Boop, boop.
Yep,
boop,
now it's gone.
Boop, you can hear the clickety-clacketing on my keyboard. Boopity boop, it's gone. Bloop, 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 bloop. Gone. So what else happened?
You hurt my ears when you do that. So you want to do a season recap, or should we just talk about this episode?
No, I think we should do a total season recap.
All right, episode 1 of Loki. We literally just start right at Endgame.
Speedrun version.
Right at Endgame. Loki gets the Tesseract, and he's like, "Bada boom! I'm in Mongolia now." And the TVA's like, "Whoa, fam, what you doing?" Then they like boop him in the face and take him to the TVA. Then some robot strips him down naked, and then
he gets sad because he shows his family dying.
Oh wow, yeah, we're going really quick. Yeah,
super fast. Keep going.
We meet Morpheus, and then he's like,
Mobius.
"Hey, I can show you the Matrix," and then he like unplugs him for a bit. And wait, this is not Loki.
So then
take it from there. Go.
And then he joins the TVA because they want to stop other Loki variant. And then they realize that Loki variant is in apocalypses. And then they find other Loki variants in apocalypses. And then Loki follows other variant to go back to the TVA. And then they get chased. And then they go to a different planet where they almost die. But then they create an event that is super crazy that the TVA pops up even though it's in an apocalypse for some reason. We don't really know why. So then they get captured. And then they kill Timekeeper. And then Timekeeper is like, what? Head gone bye-bye? And then they go to the Void because they get pruned. And then from there, they tame Goliath, go to the end of the world.
And this brings us to the finale episode.
And then we get jump scared by scary Miss Minutes, terrifying little clock.
No, hold on. Let's actually talk about this one. This is the new one, right? So they're inside this castle. They're on the other side of the void, the end of time. We get jump scared by Miss Minutes, as you said. Yeah, and then we get the big reveal on who we assumed the big bad was going to be, but it wasn't necessarily a bad guy. Wasn't necessarily a bad guy.
He who remains.
Some would know him as Kang the Conqueror, but in this version, I would technically call him a Mortis.
Yes, because that's the costume that he's wearing, not the Conqueror costume.
Yep. Kang the Conqueror is in Quantumania, not in Loki. It's Nathaniel Richards. Let's just go with that.
It's a version of Nathaniel Richards, which sometimes is Kang and sometimes it's just a bunch of other people because there's a bunch of infinite universes and he's really smart and they want to kill each other.
Oh yeah, also spoiler alert, Sylvie kills him and now the multiverse happened.
It go boom!
Yeah. Saddest part of this episode, Loki finds Mobius after everything, I would say. Oh, no, wait. Loki gets betrayed by Loki after they have a passionate kiss, and then he gets sent back to the TVA. He finds Mobius, and he's like, we can't fix it. And Mobius looks at him and is like, what? Who are you?
What? Who are you? And then they look up and see Kang statue, and then Loki's like, what the frick? And then it cuts to credits.
Bum, bum.
How did everyone like our speedrun right there?
It was probably garbage.
It's okay. Almost everything is.
I don't know why. I was talking with some people. We were very certain that it was going to be a form of Loki that was running the TVA and not like a variant of Kang.
I was not certain of that. I think it would have been a real cop-out
letdown,
moment, to be honest. Because it's like, we spent all of the season, the last, specifically the episode before this, it was just meeting a bunch of new Loki variants, and then we just meet another one. It just seems, really redundant and stupid.
I think this is going to set up Doctor Strange 2 and Quantumania pretty well.
I think it's setting up the rest of the MCU.
Yeah,
because
they're
this
talking...
is literally from the one movie with, I can't think of what it's called, the Benchwarmers, right? It's like when they're telling the kids where the pitch is going to be so they can swing at it. It's like they're setting up the rest of the MCU, and it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure, being that it's a multiverse now, unless this is going to be fixed in Doctor Strange, which I hope it doesn't, because multiverse is cool. Because now they can branch off and be like, oh, we have this spin-off movie that's not technically part of the MCU, but it's still Marvel canon, That's
I really hope that's what happens as well.
Yeah. Oh, hey, someone wants to direct a rated R version of Iron Man with a new person? Yeah, cool. Or, hey, you want to see Captain America decapitate someone and not have it cut away before he does?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot that happened.
Yeah. Bringing back bad memories.
Yeah.
Wait, did he decapitate him or did he just like slam it into his chest?
I think he caved in his chest.
Either way, ouch.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Ouch.
What were we talking about?
Loki.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
I don't know. It was good. It's really good. Setting up the rest. I honestly don't have that much to say about it. Like, yes, everything was cool. Jump scare was scary. But man, this really sets up everything else.
I subscribe to the theory that Loki wasn't. I was on the theory that not the theory. I was under the assumption there was only going to be one season, like the rest of them. After
that was really bugging me. It's still bugging me that everything was like one season.
For
like
now,
Hawkeye's going to be one season, almost definitely. Miss Marvel is going to be one season because there's a movie afterwards. It's just like everything is one season just to set up something else, and it's like this is getting kind of annoying.
But I definitely thought that we were gonna watch the Loki as we know him, Tom Hiddleston's Loki, just be done after this, and then Sylvie would take up the Loki mantle. But they're definitely not going in that direction anytime soon, being that Tom Hiddleston has a second season and possibly multiverse to be in. So
I think that Loki and Sylvie will become friends again after this, but they
friends
just
with
won't
benefits.
Trust each other. Stop it.
Loki's with benefits.
Get some help. Stop it.
It's kind of disgusting when you really think about it.
Yeah, it definitely is.
If I saw another me, I'd kill it.
What?
There's like there can't be two of me. That would destroy the world.
I mean, if I saw two of you, yeah, I'd kill it too. But why would you kill yourself?
Oh, that didn't sound good. That didn't sound good at all.
It's just like, oh, I'm regular Cameron. I'm the second Cameron. After
Don't kill me, I'm Pickle Rick.
Room. I kill the second Cameron because I think it's a separate Cameron, and then it just turns out it was the first Cameron, and now Cameron's all gone. Bye-bye.
Oh.
Big sadness.
What? Can we not?
We cannot. I think we should
Aquaman.
Get into the weekly tea.
Yeah, Aquaman.
So Cameron, I want to get your overall thoughts. Like,
I'm going to give you a rundown, all right?
I want your thoughts first.
Oh, I enjoyed parts of it.
Fair. I saw this movie in theaters roughly when it came out, and this is the first DC film of the DCEU recent films to hit $1 billion. So it's the highest grossing one so far. So that's pretty cool.
This one is up there with my like BVS level. Like I would rewatch this.
Interesting. Okay, now give me a rundown. Okay,
so basically Boba Fett and the Queen of Atlantis have a baby, which is Jason Momoa, and then he's like, "Oh, I am just some guy. I don't want to be the king of Atlantis." And then he just doesn't for like 20 some years. And then all of a sudden Eminem tries to take over the ocean, and he's like, "I want to be
the big joke."
What?
Is that the big joke? Is that you're calling him Eminem?
It is the joke. Yeah, he looks like Eminem. He's like, I want to be what is it, Seamaster or
Ocean Master? That's his comic book villain name.
Yeah.
You hyped this joke up for like 2 days, and that's all it was.
Let me just tell it, all right? So then Jason Momoa has this moment on a submarine where this guy's like, you killed my dad. And he's like, he killed himself and he left. And he spawned this new villain called, what was it, Dark Mana?
Black Manta. This is embarrassing. I'm kind of embarrassed to be talking to you right now.
I was playing Minecraft while I watched this. Don't judge me. So basically, he's like, I'm gonna go fight, and then this person that we don't want to name, I don't want to name, the love interest is like, hey, I don't like you, but I'm gonna help you because I don't like Eminem, and she helps him find this magical trident of is basically Poseidon, and
King
he's
Atlan.
like. Yeah, sure. And he's like, "Oh, cool. Now I can go fight Eminem, which happens to be my half brother." And then they find his mom, who was presumed dead, and then they win. And at the end, this is the only part I cared about. But yeah, at the end, Boba Fett and the Queen of Atlantis is like, "Oh wow, we get to be together finally." And that was the only part of this movie that actually made me tear up.
I'm glad that you actually realized that it was Tamora Morrison that was playing his dad.
I noticed that like within the first take.
I would hope so.
Yeah,
but I just thought you based off of the fact that you couldn't pronounce his name. I thought you weren't going to notice.
Just because I can't pronounce names doesn't mean I don't recognize the people.
He's
in Moana, and I recognize it from his voice.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
Did you know that? He's the chief.
So, like, this movie here, the way that it connects to the rest of the DC universe is very confusing because chronologically, it takes place after Justice League, but it's the Joss Whedon version and not the Zack Snyder version, so that makes it less good. But roughly what we do or do not know is if the second version of this movie, Aquaman 2, is going to be following the Zack Snyder verse or this verse, but probably this one, and that makes me sad.
I want the Snyderverse, but then that would mean Aquaman is gonna die.
Yeah, but that means they get to come back because the Flash time travels and stuff.
Yeah, I want Nightmare Sequence Batman movie.
We all want that. We also want Batman in Arkham Asylum. I just want someone make an HBO Max TV show with Ben Affleck. That's all I want.
I just want a good movie. Goodfellas. That's a good one.
Warner Brothers, what are you doing?
Ruining everything as usual.
So you said you weren't going to watch Aquaman, right?
Yeah.
So what made you decide to watch Aquaman?
So this was right after I watched Wonder Woman, and I was like, okay, these movies aren't as bad as I was making it out to seem. So I'm going to watch Aquaman, and that's like we planned this episode from then. That was episode 20. This was, 7 episodes after that?
Uh-huh, so like 2 months-ish?
Yeah, I was like, I'll watch it. And I watched it, and I think this is my second favorite.
Under what?
Under the DC branch of movies.
I know, but I mean, like, what's the order, right? Like, what's above this?
Oh, BVS Ultimate Edition.
Yeah.
I love gruesome Batman.
Yeah, it's the best. I love it.
Yeah, I want to watch him take a shield and cave someone's chest in.
You would, probably.
I
feel
feel
very
like
violent man.
I definitely feel like I could see Ben Affleck taking like a full crate and just dropping it on some dude 7 times.
7
Not even
times?
Batman. 7 times.
It's just Ben Affleck in an alley after he's smoking a cigarette and being depressed about his life.
And he's like, Martha! And then smashes him with the crate.
They're like, Ben, your mom's name is Susan.
Martha! Yeah, no, this was good. I enjoyed it. Like I said, the only love story I actually cared about in this movie was Boba Fett.
Okay, Cameron,
he doesn't get the love.
You can hate the actor, but you can't hate the character. Is it because it was her that you did not like?
Okay, no, it's not because it was her. It's because they used that character trope where it's this girl that doesn't know what she's doing. She's not from this world. Haha, look, let's make her eat a flower.
Uh-oh.
It's literally the same as like Entangled when she's like, oh, I'm experiencing the world for the first time. Or in Wonder Woman where it's like, oh, I'm experiencing the world for the first time. Or in, what's that one movie? There's many movies like this. It's just, I hate that trope. It's like, oh, I don't know what life is like. Let's eat a flower. I'm sorry, I really hated that scene. The one villain I wasn't very excited for in this movie, or actually no, I was excited for. So it was the guy that his dad died, right? He becomes Black Manta. Like, he was making this really cool suit out of the
parts that the Atlanteans gave him.
Yeah, that stuff. The Atlantis like weapons and stuff. And he made this really cool suit, and then he made this helmet. I'm like, oh, that looks sick. And then he started painting everything, and then the helmet explodes. He's like, I'm gonna need a bigger helmet. And then he shows up, and I'm like, this is the worst costume I have ever seen. I did not like the reveal. Like, I was like, oh, he's making this cool like jet boots, and all the paint looks sleek. And when they got to Italy, no.
Really?
I did not like it. I think it was the helmet. The helmet made him look like a fly.
Well, it was very comic accurate, which I really appreciate.
I just
didn't. So to me, it looked normal, but I guess from someone that doesn't know...
It was more or less the reveal. Like, if it would have been a big helmet from the beginning, I might have been behind it. But it's like, dude, that helmet is literally the wingspan of your shoulders.
It's supposed to be. It's okay.
Also, Jimmy Woo is in this. Yeah, I guess we found out who his missing witness protection guy is.
Yeah, it's Aquaman.
No, it's not Aquaman. It's the guy from the suit.
What?
What was his name? Did he have a name?
Randall Park's character or what?
No, the guy in the Black Mana.
He does have a name. I just don't know what it is.
Yeah, see, I don't know either.
I really like the actor that plays Black Manta, though. He's a really good actor.
Yeah, I recognize him. I've seen him stuff. I just don't know what his name is or what big roles he's played in.
The thing that I know him from is from Watchmen TV show, limited series, HBO. That show.
I haven't seen it.
He played the main character's husband in that show.
Haven't seen it.
It's very good. It's a very good show, and everyone should see it if they have HBO Max.
What happened
It's
in
legit.
Space Jam?
Probably my favorite show that I've seen in the last 2 or 3 years. What was your question?
Oh, shoot. I forgot. Okay, so while I was doing my rundown, I forgot Jason Momoa gets trained by Green Goblin. Dang it. I forgot that.
Yes. Why is one of them the actor's name, and why is one of them a character's name from a different universe?
Let's be honest. It's just Jason Momoa. He's not Aquaman. It's just Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa is the best, and I love him. And he is...
Yeah.
He's basically perfectly cast for this role. He really is.
He is this role.
Like, I remember when they announced it in 2014 that he was going to be playing Aquaman. Like, that was so hype. I was so excited.
Is it about the same hype as Pedro Pascal playing Mando, or not really?
Well, at that point, I didn't really... Like, Pedro Pascal wasn't really big.
Yeah, and we didn't know who the Mandalorian was going to be.
Yeah, so like, Pedro Pascal now... He's like what Chris Pratt was in 2014, kind of. Where he just, like, blew up. Like, obviously, he had smaller roles.
Where he died a lot.
Yeah. Like, he did have roles, but he wasn't a household name until
he wasn't a B-lister.
After the first season of Mandalorian.
He wasn't a B-lister.
No. He was probably D or C, but now he's definitely in B tier.
Not A. I wouldn't give him A.
No, A is very reserved.
That's like the Chris Evans, RDJ, Brad Pitt. That is completely not even close to the name.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
George Clooney. No, George Clooney might be S tier. Everybody knows Clooney.
George Clooney might be S tier.
Yeah.
But so is Brad Pitt then.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, that's it for Aquaman, folks.
John Stamos.
Why?
I'm sorry.
Why are you putting John Stamos in that tier?
Everyone knows. Yeah, just shut up.
From what? What do they know him from?
Full House.
That show I never watched and have disliked my entire life? Yeah, I definitely know him from that.
You don't like Full House?
No, it sucks.
Spencer, I don't think this show's going to work out. I think we need to split ways.
Okay, you can do that right after we're done talking about Space Jam: A New Legacy.
That movie I didn't watch.
Yeah, that movie you did not watch. So basically, instead of Michael Jordan, it's LeBron. And instead of little aliens, it's a computer. And that's all in the trailer, so it's okay to talk about.
Fit the era.
And there's not a lot of spoilers for this movie, I feel like, because it's basically just a kid's movie. And that's something you have to keep in mind while watching this, that it is a kid's movie. I will say that I think LeBron and Michael Jordan are about equal, like, on the acting level. They're on pretty even playing ground. Because both of them are not actors. Both of them are just athletes. I will say that LeBron is probably better at, like, talking because of press conferences and social media. But I don't think that necessarily makes him a better actor than Michael Jordan. There was a great joke in this, and I don't really want to ruin it, but I'm gonna anyways. Because at halftime, they're like, oh man, what are we gonna do? We're losing by so much right now. Like, what are we gonna do?
Battle.
And then, no, that's after halftime. It's in the trailer, so it's okay. There actually is a rap battle, though, just so you know.
Yeah, I know. I saw it on Michael's story. He's like, what is this?
So basically, they're like, dude, we found Michael Jordan. We're going to have him play for our team. And then it's like this cool, like, slow motion, slow reveal, and then it's Michael B. Jordan, and it was actually pretty funny. And he's like, dude, I was just getting some popcorn, and then Daffy grabbed me, like, I don't know. He's like, good luck, though. And then he, like, walks out.
Daffy do be kind of dumb.
Daffy do be dumb.
Dummy thick.
Daffy dooby dooby doo. I'm so tired of life.
Let's do some fan service here real quick.
That was the entire movie. The entire movie was like, oh, you know, anything that's owned by Warner Brothers, it's in the background. So, good luck.
No, let's talk about Lola Bunny.
Okay, Lola Bunny. People, they did not appease the furries. That's all I'm saying. They made her look like less, quote-unquote, sexy.
Yeah.
For a rabbit, which is probably
people have
a good thing.
Strange fixation.
People are
with
very
Lola
mad that they made her less sexy. People
They
are
were
actually mad. It's kind of terrifying.
They were hoping
how
for a
mad people
Judy
are.
Hopps. That feels weird saying. That feels weird saying.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
I don't
Cameron, you little
no,
freak.
ever since that movie came out, Zootopia, people have been like, you'd be either amazed or disgusted with how vividly like specific people can be when they talk about Judy Hopps.
Okay. Well, have you seen the Robin Hood with the foxes? People are weird about that too. Maid Marian, people are super. It's whatever. And then same with Lola Bunny from the 90s.
Yeah, you do you.
You do you.
Don't understand.
So yeah, some basketball happened. Something that I actually appreciated while watching this compared to the original one was that I knew who all the players were. So like in the original one, the only one that I really knew from like the actual NBA other than Michael Jordan is Charles Barkley, and that's about it. And this one, I knew who all the male players were. The WNBA players, I did recognize them, but I don't know them by household names.
I don't
know.
watch
It was
sports.
it was pretty cool. And then you can, just like the original one, they spent some time with like the actual players too, and like why they are being used to like fill in the bad guy goon squad. I don't know. It was all right for a kids movie. It was pretty good. I think it actually has like a good life lesson to it because the first one, like, what's the life lesson in the first Space Jam?
If you're tall, duck under the door.
The first Space Jam is just like, we can cheat to win. And that's the entire movie. It's like, they don't actually play basketball in the second half. They just cheat. In this movie, it's just like, the rules are you're supposed to cheat, so it's okay.
Oh.
But the whole, like, theme of this movie is LeBron trying to be a better dad and, like, understanding where his kids are coming from instead of putting the same pressure on them that he had on himself. And I think this movie did a pretty good job of showing that, like, when LeBron was 12 years old, his coach was like, you can't play the Game Boy Advanced color version because you have to focus on basketball so you can provide for your mom. And, like, more or less, that's kind of actually what happened, was that he didn't get as much of a childhood because he did grow up, like, he literally lived in a car for a decent amount of his life, and now look at him. But he tried to put that much pressure on his kids, too. Like, you need to focus on basketball, not video games, and designing video games. Cameron, you should design video games.
No.
What do you mean?
I don't have the temperament for that.
Also, I appreciated that in this movie as well, there was more of a centralized villain. So, like, obviously in the original one, Danny DeVito is the bad guy, but he's not there for very much of it. But in this one, like, Don Cheadle's there all the time.
Don Cheadle was in this movie?
Yeah, he's the main bad guy.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No, he's alright in it. I think that helped too for probably LeBron, is like having an actual actor on set with him probably helped stuff out, because like when Michael Jordan filmed the original one, it was just people in green suits. I think we've talked about it before, where it was just like fix it in post was the mentality for that movie. This movie, I think they knew what they were doing a lot more, so obviously it looks better.
Fix it in post, it's not going to work out.
Almost never. So obviously the visuals are better because it's 20 plus years later. I just think I think going into it, they had the right mentality of what they were going for. and they kind of just shot their shot. And whether you think that they made it or not, I mean, obviously it's a personal opinion, but I think they made what they were trying to, and this movie is what it's supposed to be. So whatever you want that to be or not, that's up to you.
Did you like the Grown Ups movies?
The first one.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, the second one's not that great.
I don't remember the second one.
Yeah, it's not great.
I want Grown Ups 3.
I don't.
Paul Blart makes an appearance.
Paul Blart's already in the movie.
I know, but it'd be funny. You got Kevin James and you got Paul
Just
Blart.
two Kevin Jameses?
They've done stuff like that before. I just think it would be funny.
Like the movie Jack and Jill. Ooh,
like Grown Ups takes
so
place. Grown Ups takes place in a mall, and they're doing some tomfoolery, and all of a sudden Paul Blart says, "Not in my mall," and he's like the central villain, and it's like a crossover, and there's two Kevin James because he's producing it.
What if it's just his brother? And the reason that they have different last names is because they got split at birth.
They refuse to talk to each other.
Or they got split at birth and they don't know that they're related.
This is an awful idea. If Adam Sandler would ever listen to this, I feel like it would actually happen.
I like Adam Sandler. Like, I know, I don't know, maybe controversial or not. He makes bad movies sometimes, but, like, he just does what he wants and doesn't care what other people think, and I kind of appreciate that.
I doubt we would ever get a Grown Ups 3 because of the thing with...
The backlash from the second one, too.
No, I was going to say with the loss of Cameron. Though they were very close, and he was in these movies. Cameron Boyce from Jesse and Grown Ups movies. The kid that died that was really close with Adam Sandler.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
You have no idea what I'm talking about.
No clue.
You were not a Disney Channel kid, were you?
I guess not. I definitely was, though, when I was at my grandparents' a lot. What does this have to do with Disney Channel?
He was on Jesse on Disney Channel.
Oh, because the son... Oh, I get it. Okay.
This guy.
Dude, they'll recast. They don't care. I know that sounds kind of heartless, but they really don't.
Dude, they were so close together. Why would you say something like that?
How do you know they were that close?
They were really close friends.
Oh my gosh, Adam Sandler is 58, and this kid was like 20.
Yeah, but they were close friends.
I guarantee you they're not as close as the rest of them. They just don't have to involve grown-ups, the families. It can be just a guy's trip or something.
I can almost guarantee that you are wrong. They were very close.
Okay, I may be wrong, but that's okay. So the director of Space Jam: A New Legacy came out and said who he would want to potentially star in a sequel, and he said The Rock, and I think he's right. I think that'd be pretty baller. You could make it like a cool wrestling movie or something.
I really wish they
would. So originally
in
the 90s, there was a sequel set up. It wasn't supposed to be Space Jam 2, but it was supposed to be called Skate Jam, starring Tony Hawk. And I think this would be more along those lines, where it's like wrestling or football or whatever they want to go with, starring The Rock. I think that'd be really cool.
I wish they would stop putting The Rock and stuff.
Well, that wraps up our weekly tea. Thank you for joining us for this episode of Razzberry Tea Time. Make sure to keep up to date by following us on all of our official Razzberry Tea Time socials on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Links in the description, or you can click on the thing that says everything Razzberry Tea Time and find our merch there as well. You can find me on Instagram at Spenny_T_is_me and Twitter at SpennyT_is_me, no spaces. Cameron, where can I find you?
I will be right here, as per usual, every week, Monday. You can find me on the streams when we stream on the weekends, as Spencer said, with the socials and stuff. That's pretty cool. Otherwise, my Instagram and Twitter. Otherwise, my Instagram and Twitter are Apple_Raz.
Yikes.
I said titter.
Make sure to tell a friend about the show if you think they'll enjoy it, or you can lie to them and make them listen to it anyways to help grow our community. And we once again want to thank you for joining us for this episode. And like we say here at the end of every episode,
come on and slam.